Okay, Paolo, very nice that you're having us here on board of your actually new aircraft. Are we seeing the original layout that's going to have all of your Tayaranjets now?
Yeah, basically we actually like the blue. So usually we have always a blue leather seat in our plane.
And blue and yellow, these are the
blue and yellow, yes,
the brand colors of the airline.
Yeah.
How come that Tayaranjet was established right here in Bulgaria? What's the history behind the airline? How the decision was made on your part?
Well, Tayaranjet project is growing now, but started in 2017 when we started the opening of the company. In 2018 we start the process to get the certification, all the approval necessary to fly. You see the now that is growing, but it took a long time to take the company as it is now. Actually, we are flying with Air Italy, and so our market now is focused in Italy at the moment. We have also a maintenance base with our technician that takes care of the aircraft.
Where it is located, the base?
We have one in Malpensa and one in Bergamo.
Okay, right.
And of course we are open to put our aircraft whatever makes sense to put.
It's going to be on the market.
Yeah.
And the aircraft that is operating currently in Italy, it's flying domestic flights as a wet lease for Italy, right? Yeah. What about the onboard service? Do you offer full service on board, or what is the operational model that you use?
Well, of course, we are doing what Air Italy asks us to do. So Air Italy gives some free coffee, free tea.
So the terms are up to the lessee who's leasing the aircraft. What about your future plans in the long run? You said that for the next year, 2020, you plan to have 5 aircraft of this type, Boeing 737 Classics. But we know the aircraft are going older. Probably when you continue to grow the airline, you will again choose Boeing. Is that right?
Most probably, yes.
Yeah. So NGs?
Most probably NGs, but I feel that the 737 Classic can have a still future in the near future. Of course, NG is mature. Specifications are not too much distant from the next generation aircraft. Also, the fuel burn is not too much different from the next generation.
So it makes sense in economic terms.
Yeah, it makes sense to still operate these aircraft.
Actually, the grounding of the Boeing 737 MAXs created a huge opportunity for airlines like Tayaranjet. Now there is a lot of demand on the market to fulfill the gap that was opened by the MAX, and this is actually what you are trying to achieve at the moment, right?
Of course. At the moment, the demand for flight and of course with the grounding of the 737 MAX, it's opened one even bigger request of flight.
That means you still feel confident in the company, in Boeing as a manufacturer?
Yeah, we don't have to forget that we're talking of one of the biggest aircraft producer ever.
Yeah.
And takes year and year of experience.
Now, regarding your staff, we talked at the office. You have around 100 people.
Yeah,
mostly Bulgarians.
Less. Yeah, they're mostly Bulgarians.
Also about crew, cabin crew and cockpit crew, you also rely on Bulgarian crew, right?
Yes, of course. Yes.
How you feel about them? You satisfied with the performance of the Bulgarian?
Yes. Yes,
crews?
Of course. Now with the market, the standard is the same in all Europe.
Yeah.
The rules are the same, so makes no difference to have Bulgarian or Italian or English or French.
In the longer term as well, do you plan to establish like a real charter network, or perhaps establish yourself as a network carrier and fly dedicated routes?
So at the moment there is a huge ACMI demand, mostly in Europe, and for us it's okay to operate ACMI. The growth of the ACMI demand plus the ground of the 737 MAX, there is a good opportunity for the next year for the company to grow.
That is the so-called wet lease.
Exactly.
So the bases that you're operating nowadays, it's only Milan Malpensa, or several other bases in Italy?
No, at the moment we're trying to focus in Milano Malpensa.
Okay.
But we have a base in Bergamo and we are very flexible.
Okay, I think we're good enough. So now my last demand will be for you to show us the aircraft, what we are seeing here, the cabin, as well as the cockpit, because it's a brand new one. It's clean and it's prepared for flights. Is this one ready?
This one should be ready in a couple of weeks. We are waiting for registration and the certificate.
For airworthiness to be
yes.
all done. And it's going to be registered in Bulgaria as well?
Yes, of course.
So this is how the cabin going to look like. I already see it's branded.
Yeah, it's already branded in the inside.
You actually have quite a leg space here.
Yeah, it's not a bad pitch. Actually, this aircraft can arrive up to 149 seats.
Yeah.
But we prefer to leave it 143.
It makes a really big difference, because now we see
for the passenger, yes.
You have quite a good pitch. This is the cabin with the white bins. I actually feel quite cozy in this aircraft.
Yeah, it's cozy, yes.
Because of the colors, it actually smells new, smells clean. It's all leather seats, and this is the best space for the passengers. The emergency exit row with a larger seat pitch. Now is actually the time to ask you what is going to be the registration of this aircraft, because I'm pretty sure that some of our viewers, the maniacs and all the spotters, they're desperate to know what's going to be the new registration.
So we asked for Lima Zulu, Sierra India Alpha.
Sierra India Alpha?
Yes.
Why that registration, and why it is different from the others?
Because it's like the name of one singer, very famous. You know Sia, the singer?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, so for this.
That was the reason?
Yeah.
And your first registration was Tango Yankee Romeo?
Tango Yankee Romeo, yes.
Yeah, so it's after
the name of the company.
Signore e signori, benvenuti a bordo di questo volo operato da Tayaranjet.